All right, welcome gentlemen. Today we're going to talk about something that if you become extremely female friendly, you're going to run into it, I guarantee it, and that is the hater. The hater's going to try to find a way to get into your life when you start living the way that you want to, because they're haters, they're lower level thinkers. And when you start living the lifestyle you want because you want to, they're going to do whatever it takes to bring you down, because they don't usually have anything else going on except for making sure others are as miserable as they are. So how do you deal with a hater? Well, I have a very different way of dealing with them. One is, when they hate, it just gets me more motivated to do better. So the more they hate, the better I get. But the other thing that I do is nothing. Why? And this is my own personal acronym for the word haters, which you probably won't hear anywhere else, but it's humans at the early reptilian stage in their thinking. This is primal survival thinking, and people should have evolved beyond that by now. But with that being said, there's still a lot of people in this mode of being. Other traits involved with the reptilian brain are rigidity, aggression, fear, greed, dominance. This is not evolved thinking. Now, here's where it gets interesting from my point of view. When a person's living in this mode, I know that they're living in distress and they're not happy. So the only person that they're ultimately hurting is themselves. First of all, because they're not happy. And second is because when you're thinking negative thoughts, your body produces an acidic environment. So the more they hate, the more they create disharmony in their own body. And how can you really be mad at a person who's showing you their own lack of respect for their own body? I mean, would you be mad at a person walking down the street and they're just slapping themselves? No, but this is what a hater does, just slaps themselves. It's pretty stupid. So it's hard to do that. In fact, imagine them just looking at you and slapping themselves, and they're hating on you. There's just people like that in the world. It's just the way it is. This actually reminds me of a YouTube video. And there's this video that's out there, and it's about this guy. He was in a little boat, and he came across this whale, and this whale was just all tied up in this net. It was screwed. It probably would have died. And this guy pulled up next to it, and being an honorable man that he is, he's got his knife. He jumps in the water, and he sits there and cuts the whale free from the net, which is a dangerous job. I mean, if you're going to cut a whale, you could die, all right? But he sits there, and he cuts it free. And the cool thing about that is when he cut it free, he gets back in the boat, and for many, many minutes, this whale is just so ecstatic. It's jumping up and down, it's flopping, it's excited. It's an amazing, amazing tribute to humanity watching this. It's just a good, feel-good video. And at the time I looked at it, there was like 30,000 likes, and there was like 202 negative dislikes. And it just got me thinking, there's just assholes in the world, and that's okay, because if you keep focused on your dreams and you're living the life you want, you're going to go further than any hater ever will. And that's just the fact of the matter. So if you enjoyed this message, please like the button down below. And if you didn't, hit the dislike and try not to slap yourself along the way. With that being said, I hope you enjoyed this message. Hypnotica out.